Have you ever come across a man who doesn't say much, doesn't try to be the center of attention, yet somehow everyone in the room notices him? He's not wearing flashy clothes. He's not cracking the loudest jokes. He's not even trying to impress anyone, and still, you can feel that something about him is different. That's the paradox of the Sigma male. He's not trying to stand out, but he does anyway. Not because he's chasing attention, but because his natural way of being just can't be hidden. Welcome back to Alpha Man Cave, the place where we decode male psychology, self-growth, and the Sigma lifestyle. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss out on the powerful insights we drop here every week. Now, let's dive into the 5 Sigma traits that always give them away, no matter how much they try to blend in. 1. The lone wolf who still values people. Most guys fall into 2 categories. The ones who can't stand being alone and constantly surround themselves with people, and the ones who completely cut themselves off from society because they can't handle socializing at all. But Sigma males? They don't fit into either group. They actually enjoy being alone. For them, solitude isn't scary, it's fuel. They use that time to recharge, reflect, and think deeply about life. Imagine this. While most guys get bored out of their minds sitting alone at home, the Sigma male is perfectly fine spending hours reading, writing, building something, or just thinking. He doesn't need the noise of others to feel alive. But here's the twist. He's not antisocial. He still values the right people. He knows life isn't meant to be lived in total isolation. He's smart enough to realize that a strong network of valuable relationships can open doors, create opportunities, and add meaning to his life. The difference is, he doesn't crave constant social interaction. At a party, he'll mingle, but he doesn't need it. And in dating, this trait can cause problems. Many women are used to guys who text them every 5 minutes or can't go a day without being together. But a Sigma man? He needs his space. Only a woman who respects that independence will ever truly fit into his life. 2. The mysterious aura. Here's something interesting. Most people are predictable. After spending an hour with them, you know their insecurities, their habits, even how they'll react in certain situations. This makes them easy to understand and easy to manipulate. But Sigma males? They're different. They don't reveal much about themselves right away. It's not because they're playing some kind of game. It's because they've learned from experience. They know that oversharing is dangerous. Think about it. The more someone knows about you, the easier it is for them to push your buttons. That's why Sigmas keep their cards close to their chest. They won't tell you their deepest fears, their next moves, or their personal struggles unless you've earned that trust. This creates a natural air of mystery. People want to figure them out, but they can't. The harder you try to analyze a Sigma, the more complex he seems, because he doesn't fit into any predictable pattern. And this mystery, it's magnetic. In psychology, we know that humans are drawn to uncertainty. When something, or someone, can't be fully explained, the mind becomes obsessed with trying to solve the puzzle. That's why people often find Sigma males strangely attractive without knowing why. 3. Quiet but capable leaders. Most leaders want you to know they're in charge. They make the biggest speeches, sit in the highest chair, and constantly remind everyone that they're the boss. That's the alpha style of leadership. It's loud, commanding, and attention-seeking. Sigma leadership looks completely different. Sigmas don't care about titles, recognition, or applause. What they care about is results. Picture this: a workplace where the boss barks orders, takes credit for everyone's work, and constantly needs praise. That's an exhausting environment. Now compare that to the Sigma, who simply steps in, analyzes the problem, and finds a smart solution, without bragging or showing off. That's why people often respect Sigma males as leaders, even if they're not officially in charge. Their leadership is based on competence, not ego. They'll do the hard work, take responsibility, and keep pushing until the job is done right, even if nobody notices. And here's the funny part, because they don't ask to be seen as leaders, people naturally look up to them. Their quiet confidence and reliability inspire trust without them ever saying, "Follow me." 4. Defined by himself, not by a social circle. Most people change depending on who they're around. They act one way with friends, another way with family, and completely different with someone they're dating. Why? Because they're trying to fit in and be accepted. Sigma males don't play that game. They're defined by who they are internally, not by how others see them. Whether they're alone in their room, hanging with friends, or meeting strangers, they're the same person. This consistency is rare, and it's a huge giveaway that you're dealing with a Sigma. He doesn't follow trends just to look cool. He's not keeping up with celebrity gossip. And he definitely doesn't care about being the most popular guy in the room. In fact, Sigmas often find mainstream popularity exhausting. The idea of living for likes on social media or chasing the next viral trend. That's the opposite of who they are. Instead, they build their life around what matters to them, not what society says should matter. And people notice this. In a world full of people constantly changing masks, a man who's steady and unshakable in his identity stands out without even trying. 5. Fiercely independent, yet deeply loyal. This is one of the biggest paradoxes of the Sigma male. On one hand, he doesn't need anyone. He can handle his own problems, make his own decisions, and keep himself emotionally stable. He's independent to the core. But on the other hand, when he does choose to trust and commit to someone, his loyalty runs incredibly deep. And that's what makes it so rare. Most men either depend too much on their social group, constantly asking for advice and approval, or they avoid commitment altogether out of fear of being tied down. Sigma males don't fall into either trap. They don't stick around because they're desperate for connection. They stick around because they choose to. And once a Sigma chooses you, you'll notice a dramatic difference in how he treats you compared to everyone else. While he might be polite but distant with most people, he's fully present, supportive, and protective with those few who've earned his trust. This makes his loyalty far more meaningful than someone who claims to be loyal to everyone. Because when a Sigma is with you, it's not by accident, it's a deliberate choice. These traits make Sigmas unforgettable, even when they're doing everything to stay unnoticed. If this video gave you a better understanding of Sigma psychology, make sure you hit that like button, and subscribe to Alpha Man Cave for more powerful insights into the Sigma lifestyle and male psychology. As always, stay strong, stay sharp, and keep evolving.